Guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, I'm sure most of you guys have been seeing some of these videos circulating on social media about some ladies saying some stuff like the government have withdrew their keys from them, and this issue is not just limited to Germany alone, but almost major countries in Europe. So guys, my video today, I don't want to sound judgmental, but I want to give my view on these happenings, so that through these videos, maybe someone out there can actually learn to avoid some of these unpleasant situations. So guys, the title of my video today, like you have seen on the intro, is Immigration Negligence. Ignorance, they say, is never an excuse before the law, and that makes it a crime. Then what should we call negligence? Of course, a bigger crime. Because ignorance is the absence of the knowledge of a thing. Then negligence is the laid-back attitude, despite the fact that you have the knowledge of a thing, but you still have this laid-back attitude. So that makes negligence worse than ignorance. So now guys, there's this particular woman on social media, she posted, she had this conversation with one YouTuber. So she said that the German government withdrew her keys from her. Why? Because she said a lot of things, one of the things she said was that the teachers wrote some report, against the child, that the child is not behaving right in the school and all that. So so many things she said, and for that reason, the government withdrew her keys from her. So guys, I want to start by saying that German government do not want your case. But you see, this is a country that have a functioning child right. So the rights of those kids are paramount to the German government. So each time they see that you're not doing your work well, they will of course order the withdrawal of your kids from you. Each time they see that the welfare of those kids are in danger, they will of course order the withdrawal of those kids from you. The problem most of us from the black community in the diaspora have is this: negligence, arrogance, sense of entitlement, illiteracy. And these things are the problem that causes some of these things you see on social media. Nowadays, almost all the information you need about a country or a region is online. But the problem is not reading the informations or going through them. Because nowadays there are a lot of YouTubers, they make videos here and there, pass information. So even if you cannot read, you can actually, get to know what those information is all about from these YouTubers, because they analyze it, But the problem we have is getting this information and neglecting it, not applying it to better our own situation. Each time when you get this information, you just laugh at those people and you forget that you have to apply it on your own life so that you don't make that same mistake. Like seriously. Many women have been posting videos, stuff like government withdrawing their keys. I mean, from women from Italy, women from Sweden, women from different countries in Europe. They have been posting videos about the government withdrawing their keys. But yet, more are still happening. Even as I'm talking to you now, in few days, in few months from now, the government will see here that government withdrew some keys from some ladies. Why can't we just learn from these women that have just posted their own? Or what about those that are not even speaking out? I mean, we have to be serious and try to learn from other people's mistakes so as to avoid it. See, the school system in Europe is so that the teachers always ask the children how they are living at home, especially in the kindergarten. These teachers always interact with these children and ask them how they are living. And trust me, whatsoever those children say is what these teachers are going to report to the government. And in the worst scenario, when these students are not even behaving well in the school, maybe they're always fighting with their mate, or they are always active, and stuff like that. These teachers, they will even go as far as referring your kids to psychiatric, because most of these people believe in science, not God. And what you do at this point is very important. For example, you don't need to go there and start shouting at them, start showing your religiosity, say stuff like, you are the ones whose children are not okay. How can you refer my kids to psychiatry? You don't have to say all these things. You have to just be calm. Try to walk along with those teachers. Because any behavior, if you behave in the wrong way, this is what they're going to write. And of course, if they report to the government always followed what they write, because the government believes they cannot lie. Now, for the case of a woman with 5 kids, I know that taking care of 5 kids all alone as a single mother can be very depressing. But you know, that is never an excuse. That is not an excuse for you not to take good care of those kids, you know, because of a truth. I mean, you should know that you can take care of those kids before bringing them up, bringing them into this world. First of all, when you get into a country, try to first of all integrate yourself into the system. Learn the language very well, because it's obvious that most of you ladies don't, or most of you don't even know the language. Because when a letter is being addressed to you, I mean, if you don't respond to that letter quickly, you know, these things matters a lot. So you have to integrate yourself to the system, learn the language very well, and you can as far as go and do some vocational training. Then you look for a responsible man, you know, then before you start bearing babies here and there. You know, because this issue of a woman, you know, having babies for 4 men, come on, what is that, man? I mean, there is no way you can actually take good care of those kids. Because if you have a baby for 4 men, of course, none of them will be staying with you. And then you'll be left alone to take care of those kids. And this is where the problem starts. And in most cases, when those teachers write some report, you just flip up, get angry, and start shouting and showing attitude. And of course, they will record and they will report all this attitude to the government. And what do you even expect the government to think? Of course, they will think that you're not. This is the way you treat those kids. I mean, the welfare of those kids are in danger. But this YouTuber, this lady, African German First Lady, this is what she has been advising you ladies. You know, I mean, shout out to African German First Lady. I mean, she has been doing a good job on her own way. This is what she has been advising you ladies. So as to avoid most of this mistake, look for a responsible man before you start bearing children. Don't just bear children because you want to bear children. I can remember the case of one of this lady, the one that was deported with 2 kids to Nigeria. You know, when she was speaking, she was like saying she came from Greece and he met this guy and she's the kind of person that conceives easily. I beg your pardon? All the while that you're in Greece, you never conceive easily. You came to Germany, you start conceiving easily. Yeah? You met a man once, you start conceiving. Yeah? Does Germany have a fertilizer to make babies grow easily? You have to protect yourself. Use condom. If you're not ready to bear children, use condom. Then if you're ready, be ready as well to take good care of those kids. Don't just bring those kids here and allow them to be living anyhow they like. And of course, when the teachers now write some report and the government order the withdrawal of your kids, you start coming online. Listen, it's high time you stop this arrogancy. You know, it's high time you stop having this sense of entitlement. Stop going to that office and tell them it is your right. Stop going there and telling them they don't have right to take your kids from you. Who are you? You cannot be expecting 100% from a system that you are not contributing anything. And because of this attitude of some of you, I mean, some of us that are hardworking in the system are also being treated just like you. Now, the one that annoys me most is this. When this kind of thing happen, you know, when, I mean, stuff like this, like when the government withdrew kids from, especially from a foreigner, from African person, you know, they will go about accusing the government, calling them all sort of names, calling them racist, saying stuff like, because I'm an African, that's why they did this to me. Excuse me? That is rubbish. As a matter of fact, go to the, Youth Welfare Center. Go to, in German, they call it a Jugendamt. Go there and see the kids that are there. Most of them are German kids. So, withdrawing your kids is not all about you. It's general. Even if a German person is not treating their kids right, of course, the government will order the withdrawal of those kids because the welfare of those kids are very paramount to the government. Don't you know that taking care of your kids is a very high cost to the German government? Don't you know that the medical insurance alone per head is very expensive to the government? Stop all this, man. For some of you that are saying stuff like the government have no right to take my kids, listen, the government have the right to order the removal of your kids whenever they see that the welfare of those kids are in danger or that the interests of those kids are at stake. So they have the right to order the removal of your kids from you because the welfare of those kids are so paramount to the German government. This is a country that have a very active child right. So they work on it. They doesn't do it because they want to weaken you. No, it's just for the sake of those child. They just want to protect that child from any abuse. But however, you can appeal against this, of course, in the court of law. So, and most often, the parents always win. But before doing that, make sure you are working, because I mean, someone like that lady that has 5 children, I'm sure she's not working. Of course, it can be possible for her to be working when she have 5 kids to take care of, And if you're not working and you're under social, you are taking a social benefit, and I mean, how are you going to go about it? So before you even start appealing against this withdrawal of your kids, make sure that you are financially stable. That I mean, the welfare of those kids are not going to be endangered by any means, and make sure that the interests of those kids are going to be protected before you make an appeal in the court of law. So guys, to round up my video, I want to say this. Listen, let us stop this arrogance in us. Let us stop this negligence. Any information you get, take it seriously. If a letter is being written to you, if you can't read, get someone who can read the language, and let the person read and interpret to you very well. Don't neglect anything. This is Western world. I mean, these places, everything is being documented. Don't just do things like the way you does them in your country. You have to behave right. And another thing, let's stop this sense of entitlement. You're not entitled to anything. As a matter of fact, most of us came here with nothing. So how can you even be expecting something from them? This is not your country. Even the country that you came from they cannot offer you anything. So guys, let's stop all these things and try to do the right thing. So that's all I have for you guys, man. I hope this video will be useful to someone out there. And please, I encourage you to share this video, like this video, comment below this video if you want me to say anything else, or if you have any more contribution to this video, comment below this video. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And once you subscribe, there is this icon of a notification right there, a sign of a bell. Just press it, and you always get notification each time I post a video. Thank you so much, man.